Brand new Spider-Man star Tom Holland has just been announced as the newest cast member of the upcoming film The Lost City of Z. The film is already in production, and Holland has already joined his new castmates in Ireland, where they will be shooting for 5 weeks. The Lost City of Z follows Percy Fawcett, a conscripted soldier and born explorer who disappeared in the 1920s while searching for a mythical city in the Amazon jungles of Brazil that he believed he discovered on a prior expedition. The film also stars Sons of Anarchy's Charlie Hunnam, American Sniper's Sienna Miller, and Twilight's Robert Pattinson, and will hit theaters sometime in 2016. Christian Bauer saw Tom Holland joining the cast of The Lost City of Z.
I buy it, and I buy it for a couple different reasons. The first is I buy it because I want to see more of what Tom Holland can do, because we're going to associate him as Spider-Man for a while. Even if the Spider-Man standalone movie doesn't do well, we know Civil War will. So this is going to be our Spider-Man for a little bit. So we're going to associate him as Spider-Man. So I'd like to see him do stuff very similar to what we were talking about yesterday with Hugh Jackman. And even though Hugh Jackman is a lot older and has been doing this for a while, but I like the fact that we're going to see this kid. He's doing a bunch of different things. And I have to be honest, like, one of the things that really sells me on this, hear me out, is Robert Pattinson. Because I think that when you hear the second you hear Twilight, I mean, Star Wars has a book coming out called Twilight Company, and every time we hear it, we go, oh, just because they've ruined the word Twilight. And I think that also one of the things that has happened there is that both Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart it's hard for them to shake that smell. Now, that last movie that he did with Guy Pearce, The Rover. Thank you. He was incredible in that movie. And I will use that word, incredible. The kid has chops. So I want to see this new wave of actors. And even though Sienna Miller's been around for a while, she's starting to make more of a presence now, with American Sniper. And then she's doing the other movie with Chef, I think, with Bradley Cooper. Burnt. Well, about the chef.
Yes.
It
was called Chef at one point.
It was, right. And then Charlie Hunnam. I want to see, and this seems like a really cool premise. So I want to see this kid join this new wave of actors, because it gets a little tiresome sometimes when you hear like, Chris Pratt's going to be in a movie and The Rock's going to be in a movie. And it's like, these are newer actors. So I'd like to see the new wave.
Yeah, I got to buy it for a couple of reasons. One, I just like the sounds of this movie. This sounds like a really fun movie if executed well. You're right. Robert Pattinson has proven it's not just in The Rover. He's proven a couple of his other projects as well. This dude can act, like seriously act. Will he be able to shake the stink of Twilight for a lot of people? And that, I mean, no disrespect to people who are fans of the series, but for a lot of film fans,
it's got a real cheese factor to it.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like that film, and this kind of a negative connotation to it. And so, can he shake that? And I think we need to find out in the next year or two if he can. I hope people give him this shot, because, like I said, and like you said, he's turned out to be actually quite a remarkable actor, given him the right material. Charlie Hunnam, I adored him in Sons of Anarchy, but I did not think he was all that great in Pacific Rim. So I'm really curious to see how he is in this and how he is in that King Arthur movie he's got coming out too. What jumps out to me about this story, though, goes back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This just really reaffirms what we have suspected all along. Spider-Man's role in Civil War is going to be this big. This big. They were shooting that movie for weeks before they even cast Spider-Man. Then they cast it. Then he's there. They're still shooting Captain America Civil War right now. And where's Tom Holland? He's in Ireland shooting another movie. He was on set for what, 2 weeks? Maybe? So I think that kind of just reasserts the fact that Spider-Man is going to be this big in Civil War for now. And that's probably a good thing. They're probably just going to introduce him, give us a little taste of him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, let that wave of awesomeness hit everybody, and then move on to a standalone movie, and then get him in more Marvel Cinematic films as well a little bit later on. So overall, I love the sound of this. I can't wait to see this kid, Tom Holland, in The Heart of the Sea, which I know we're going to talk about a little bit more later. That looks really cool, too. So for me, it's a big buy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to buy it, but I've yet to see him act in anything. So what else? What was he
was
in?
The Impossible, which he was great in.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
I did see that.
He was
but that's
great
like so many years ago. He was like 12 or something,
like
right?
3-4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he was 12.
Was he 12?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, The Impossible was great. So, all right, I did see Tom Holland, so I can gauge it somewhat, but it's still a little harder for me to gauge, buying him in a brand new action film. All I could say is the film itself sounds interesting, and the cast that they have, like Sienna Miller. I think Charlie Hunnam's a great actor, given the right property. I thought he was great in Pacific Rim, but so yeah, I'll buy it.